My beloved child. A moment is approaching that your soulmate never thought would arrive. For a long time, they carried feelings they could not fully explain, feelings they tried to push aside whenever life became complicated. But recently, something shifted deep within their heart. A realization appeared when they least expected it, and once it appeared, it refused to leave. They found themselves thinking about you during quiet moments, remembering things they thought they had forgotten. The surprising part is that this was not caused by anyone around them. It came from within. The more they reflected on their journey, the more they understood that you have become far more important to them than they ever admitted. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the decision they are making is not small, it is a heartfelt choice that could change the direction of everything they have been feeling. What happened next surprised even them. Your soulmate began looking at the future differently. Instead of focusing on fears, doubts, or obstacles, they started asking themselves a powerful question: what if this connection is meant to be taken seriously? That question opened a door inside their heart that had been closed for a very long time. Suddenly, old excuses no longer felt convincing. The walls they had built around their emotions started becoming weaker. They realized that every time they tried to move away from these feelings, they somehow found themselves thinking about you again. It was as if life kept bringing them back to the same truth. And that truth became impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because what they decided after this realization is something very few people ever have the courage to do. Now they are standing at an emotional crossroads, and their heart has already started choosing a direction. The heartfelt decision they have made is not based on pressure, confusion, or temporary emotions. It comes from a place of honesty. Deep down, they no longer want to pretend that you are just another person in their story. They have started accepting that your presence has left a lasting mark on them. Even though they may not reveal everything immediately, the decision itself has already been made within their heart. And the most shocking part is that this choice was made quietly, without anyone influencing them. It came from a realization so powerful that they could no longer deny it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this is only the beginning of what their heart is preparing to reveal. My beloved child. There is a reason the energy around this connection feels different now. Your soulmate has crossed an invisible line inside their heart, and once that line is crossed, there is no returning to the way things were before. In the past, they could distract themselves. They could tell themselves there was still time to decide what they truly wanted. But now, that comfort is gone. A powerful realization has taken its place. Recently, they experienced a moment that seemed ordinary on the surface, yet it stirred something deep within them. A memory of you appeared without warning, and instead of pushing it away, they finally allowed themselves to feel it completely. That single moment revealed something shocking: the feelings they thought would fade have only become stronger. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened after this realization made them see your connection in a completely new light. A quiet transformation has been taking place. While others see them living their normal life, they are secretly questioning everything they once believed about love, timing, and destiny. They have begun noticing signs they ignored before. Small coincidences suddenly feel meaningful. Random reminders of you appear when they least expect them. Even when they try to focus elsewhere, thoughts of you continue returning with unusual strength. What surprises them most is not the fact that they think about you. It is how deeply those thoughts affect them. They have started imagining possibilities they once refused to consider. Possibilities that involve honesty, vulnerability, and a future they never dared to picture before. The heartfelt decision growing inside them is becoming impossible to hide from themselves. Every day, it becomes clearer. Every day, it becomes stronger. Now something even more important is unfolding. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that some connections enter a person's life for a reason. The more they reflect, the more they realize that meeting you changed something within them forever. They cannot explain it logically. They cannot easily put it into words. But they know it is real. And because they know it is real, they are no longer running from it. The decision they have made is not impulsive. It has been built through countless thoughts, emotions, and sleepless moments of reflection. What is astonishing is that this decision is bringing them closer to a truth they once feared. A truth connected directly to you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter of this story reveals what happened when they finally stopped fighting their heart and started listening to it instead. My beloved child. Something unexpected happened after your soulmate stopped fighting their feelings. For the first time in a very long while, they allowed themselves to imagine what life would look like if they followed their heart instead of their fears. That thought alone created a powerful emotional shift. The walls that once protected them suddenly felt unnecessary. The doubts that once seemed so important started losing their power. What makes this so remarkable is that nobody around them knows how much has changed inside them. To everyone else, they appear exactly the same. But deep within, a completely different story is unfolding. They are beginning to understand that some people enter your life and leave a mark that time cannot erase. And the more they think about it, the more they realize that you are one of those rare people. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the realization that came next caught them completely off guard. One evening, while reflecting on everything that has happened, they asked themselves a question they had avoided for a long time: why does this connection still feel so important? The answer did not arrive immediately. Instead, it revealed itself piece by piece. They remembered moments they once overlooked. They remembered feelings they once dismissed. They remembered the strange sense of comfort, curiosity, and emotional pull that always seemed to surround thoughts of you. Suddenly, everything started connecting together. What they once saw as isolated memories now felt like parts of a much bigger picture. A picture they could no longer ignore. The surprising truth is that this realization did not bring fear, it brought clarity. For the first time, they stopped looking for reasons to move away and started looking for reasons to move closer. That change may seem small, but inside their heart, it changed everything. Now they are carrying a secret that grows stronger every day. The heartfelt decision they made continues to shape their thoughts, their hopes, and the way they see the future. They are no longer asking whether their feelings are real. They have already answered that question. Instead, They are wondering what happens next. They are wondering where this path could lead if they trust it completely. And that is where the story becomes truly powerful. Because every day they spend reflecting brings them closer to a moment they can no longer avoid. A moment when what has been hidden inside their heart may finally begin finding its way into the open. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part reveals the surprising event that made them realize this decision was far bigger than they originally believed. My beloved child. The event that changed everything was not dramatic. There was no grand announcement, no unforgettable scene, and no one around them even noticed it happening. Yet for your soulmate, it felt like the world suddenly became clearer. They found themselves in a quiet moment, thinking about the future, and for some reason your presence appeared in that vision again. This time, however, something was different. Instead of questioning why you were there, they accepted it. Instead of resisting the feeling, they embraced it. That simple shift created a powerful breakthrough. It was as if their heart had finally stopped arguing with itself. The confusion that once clouded their thoughts began fading away. In its place came a calm certainty they had never felt before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what they understood next revealed the true depth of the decision they had already made. As the days passed, your soulmate started noticing how often their thoughts returned to you during meaningful moments. Whenever they imagined happiness, your image appeared. Whenever they thought about trust, your energy seemed present. Whenever they wondered what truly mattered, somehow the answer always led back to the same place. This realization surprised them because they never intended for their feelings to grow this strong. They thought time would weaken the connection. Instead, time strengthened it. The more distance, the more reflection. The more reflection, the more understanding. And the more understanding, the harder it became to deny what their heart already knew. They began realizing that some people are not forgotten because they are meant to remain important. That truth settled deeply within them, and once it did, everything started changing. What once felt uncertain now felt meaningful. What once felt complicated now felt worth exploring. Now your soulmate stands closer than ever to a turning point. The heartfelt decision they made continues growing stronger with every passing day. They are beginning to understand that this connection is not something they want to leave unfinished. Deep within, they feel a growing desire to move toward honesty, clarity, and truth. The most surprising part is that they no longer feel afraid of what their heart is telling them. They feel ready to listen. Ready to trust. Ready to discover where these feelings might lead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter reveals the hidden realization that convinced them this connection was never as ordinary as they once believed, and that discovery may be the most important one of all. My beloved child. The hidden realization arrived when your soulmate least expected it. They were not searching for answers. They were not trying to force clarity. Yet suddenly, a thought entered their mind with unusual strength. What if this connection has been shaping their life far more than they ever understood? That question stayed with them long after the moment passed. The more they reflected, the more impossible it became to ignore. They began looking back at the journey from a different perspective. Events that once seemed random no longer felt random. Moments they had dismissed suddenly appeared meaningful. The emotional pull they felt toward you no longer seemed like a coincidence. It felt like something that had been quietly growing for a long time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what they discovered next made their heartfelt decision even stronger than before. As this realization deepened, your soulmate started noticing a change in their emotions. The uncertainty that once controlled them began losing its grip. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, they found themselves wondering what could go right. That shift was powerful because it changed the way they viewed the future. For so long, fear had been louder than hope. Now hope was becoming impossible to silence. They imagined conversations that had never happened. They imagined possibilities they once refused to consider. Most importantly, they imagined a future where they no longer had to hide what they truly felt. Every time they pictured that future, a sense of peace appeared inside them. It was a peace they had not felt in a very long time. And that peace seemed connected directly to the decision their heart had already made. Now something remarkable is taking place behind the scenes. Your soulmate is beginning to trust their feelings instead of questioning them. They are no longer searching for endless reasons to hold back. Instead, they are searching for the courage to move forward. This is the stage where everything starts becoming real. Not because of dramatic actions, but because of a profound change within their heart. They know something important is unfolding. They know the connection they feel cannot be explained away anymore. And with every passing day, the desire to follow that truth becomes stronger. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part reveals the surprising sign that appeared just when they needed it most. A sign that made them believe their heartfelt decision was leading them exactly where they were meant to go. My beloved child. Just when your soulmate thought they had finally understood their feelings, something happened that made them stop and look even deeper. It was a small sign, the kind most people would overlook without a second thought. Yet for them, it felt impossible to ignore. At a moment when they were questioning whether they should continue following their heart, they were unexpectedly reminded of you again. It happened so naturally, so unexpectedly, that it left them silent. The timing felt too perfect. The feeling felt too strong. And for the first time, they stopped asking whether these reminders meant anything at all. Instead, they started asking why they kept appearing whenever they needed guidance the most. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because that single moment triggered a chain of realizations they never saw coming. After that experience, your soulmate became more honest with themselves than ever before. They admitted something they had been trying to avoid for a very long time. No matter how much they tried to focus elsewhere, their heart always found its way back to you. They could stay busy. They could fill their days with responsibilities and distractions. Yet somehow, in the quiet moments, the truth always returned. And the truth was simple: you mattered. More than they wanted to admit. More than they expected. More than they could explain. This realization did not make them feel trapped. It made them feel free. Free from pretending. Free from denying what they felt. free from carrying questions that already had answers. For the first time, they began accepting their emotions completely, and that acceptance changed everything. Now your soulmate feels closer than ever to a breakthrough. The heartfelt decision they made is no longer just a feeling hidden in their heart, it is becoming a direction they genuinely want to follow. They are beginning to believe that some connections enter your life to teach lessons, while others enter your life to change it forever. And deep inside, they are starting to wonder if you belong to the second category. That thought excites them. It inspires them. It gives them a sense of hope they have not felt in a long time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter reveals the emotional truth they finally accepted about you, a truth so powerful that once they embraced it, there was no longer any possibility of turning back. My beloved child. The emotional truth your soulmate finally accepted was far simpler than they expected, yet far more powerful than anything they had imagined. After all the doubts, all the questions, and all the attempts to understand their feelings, they reached a conclusion that could no longer be ignored. They realized that the connection they feel with you is not something they want to lose. For a long time, they convinced themselves that they could simply move forward and leave these emotions behind if necessary. But now they know that was never the truth. Every path they explored seemed to bring them back to the same place. Every answer they searched for somehow pointed in the same direction. And that direction led back to you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because once they accepted this truth, another shocking realization followed immediately afterward. As they sat alone reflecting on everything, they began noticing something that had been hiding in plain sight all along. The happiest versions of their future always included your presence. They did not plan for this realization. It simply appeared. Every dream they secretly carried, every hope they rarely shared, every vision of peace and fulfillment seemed connected to the same person. You. That discovery caught them completely off guard because it revealed how deeply your influence had reached their heart. Suddenly, their heartfelt decision stopped feeling like a difficult choice. Instead, it felt like the most natural thing in the world. The resistance they once carried started disappearing. The hesitation that once slowed them down became weaker. And for the first time, they felt a sense of certainty that could not be shaken by fear or doubt. What once felt complicated now felt clear. Now a new chapter is quietly beginning inside your soulmate's heart. They are no longer focused on what they might lose. They are focused on what they might gain by being honest with themselves. The decision they made has become stronger than ever because it is no longer based on emotion alone, it is supported by understanding, reflection, and acceptance. Deep down, they know they have changed. The way they see you has changed. The way they see the future has changed. And the most surprising part is that they are beginning to feel ready for whatever comes next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter reveals the final piece of the puzzle, the moment when your soulmate realizes that this heartfelt decision was not just about their feelings, but about a future they can no longer stop imagining.